Alrighty, so now in this video I'm going to be making a copycat takeout version of bourbon chicken. Bourbon chicken is very similar to chicken teriyaki. The sauce is very similar. It's just a few extra ingredients and changing up the measurements a little bit. I'd actually never heard of bourbon chicken until like, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. And I was dating someone and he's like, hey, that's really good, let's get that. And I was like, what the fuck is bourbon chicken? He's like, just order it. So we got it, and it's really good shit. I even like it a little bit better than chicken teriyaki. It's just got a little more oomph. But yeah, so this is the recipe for the takeout style bourbon chicken. And the first thing I have is about a pound of, again, cut up skinless, boneless chicken thighs. And I cut those up into pieces that are about 1 inch by 1 inch. And then the next we have the list of ingredients, which is a 1/2 cup of water, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/3 cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of vinegar, I had to write everything down. I'm having brain fog. Tablespoon of vegetable oil. You're gonna want 3 tablespoons of apple juice, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, a teaspoon of garlic, a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, and a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. So that's everything you're gonna need. It's a teriyaki recipe with a few extra things. Some of the things sound kind of wonky, like apple juice and ketchup, but it goes into there really nice, and you don't taste the apple juice flavor or a harsh ketchup flavor or anything like that. It all comes together pretty nice. So let me move this stuff out the way. Okay. We'll get about a 1/4 cup of soy. And then again, a 1/3 cup of brown sugar. And a tablespoon of vinegar. Again, you can use apple cider vinegar or regular white vinegar for this. It doesn't have to be rice vinegar. Rice vinegar is just a traditional vinegar that they use in Asian dishes, and I've happened to have some because I make these dishes every once in a while. A tablespoon of vegetable oil. Yeah. Oh, God damn it. I am not on my shit tonight, man. Feeling a little rough, but I'll be alright. But I really wanted to share this recipe because I like this shit, and if someone else has ever had bourbon chicken and they want to give it a shot, it's good shit. If you like teriyaki, you should like bourbon sauce. It's not too much. It's not too different. It's just a little bit more rich. It's got a little bit more kick. But that's about it. And then a couple tablespoons of ketchup. Oh, I should have definitely used a bigger measuring cup. Oh well. And then definitely should have. Teaspoon of garlic. Half a teaspoon of ginger. And ginger is very strong, like I said in the previous video, so just a little bit will go a long way. And then just to give it a little extra kick, a half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. This will not cause it to be too hot. If you don't like spicy things, this is not going to be a problem. It just adds a little extra, very, very faint heat flavor. But if you have like indigestion problems or something like that, just skip this stuff. But it will not add any extra heat that if you don't tolerate heat well, it's not going to do much. Or if you feel more comfortable, you could just add a few, or like a quarter teaspoon if you want, but it's not that rough. It's about a half teaspoon. Let's see if I can mix this shit without. Woohoo! Yeah, this cup was okay for the teriyaki, but adding that extra apple juice and a little extra soy, a little extra brown sugar. That's what I like about this sauce. It's teriyaki with a little extra. It's got some extra curves in it. It's the Beyonce of teriyaki chicken, in my opinion. And behind me on my stove, again, I got a pan coming up to between medium and medium-high heat. I have mine on about a 5, but I know everybody's stove is kind of different. And I'm warming that up with just a thin layer of vegetable oil that barely doesn't even come up to the sides of the pan. You don't need a whole lot. And I am going to check that in just a second and see if it's ready to put the chicken in. Okay. It's getting there. It probably is. I'm going to put a piece in just to see. Yep, it's ready. So what I'm going to do, fry these up again for about probably no more than 10 minutes. And you're going to want to stir them every couple of minutes just to make sure that you're getting an even sear on most sides of the chicken. And if you feel like you're not getting every side fully seared, it's okay. It's gonna all cook anyway. Even if you don't evenly flip the sides, just stir it around. It'll cook fine. And then if it's not fully cooked, it will cook down in the sauce in the second step. So I'm gonna put this in. Yeah. And I'm just going to break it up evenly. Try to get a one layer in there. Okay. That's going to go for about 10 minutes. I'm going to stir every few minutes and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when we're done and when I'm ready to put the sauce in.